Here's a chilling glimpse into the tragic ends of 15 Golden Age stars. Autopsy reports reveal drug overdoses, internal bleeding, and brutal murders, offering a dark contrast to their glamorous lives. These haunting details expose the hidden suffering behind Hollywood's golden facade and the devastating toll of fame and fortune. William Holden, a beloved Golden Age Hollywood star, tragically died in 1981 under grim circumstances. He was found unconscious in his Santa Monica apartment, and the autopsy revealed a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.22, indicating significant intoxication. More shockingly, he had a deep scalp laceration, a serious head injury. The combination of heavy intoxication and the untreated head wound caused him to bleed out internally, leading to exsanguination, or fatal blood loss. It appears that Holden had fallen and struck his head but was unable to get help due to his intoxicated state, resulting in this tragic and painful death. Holden's death highlights the darker side of fame and the vulnerabilities even the most admired celebrities face. Despite his charm and success, his final moments were marked by a silent struggle with alcohol and an accident that proved fatal. The autopsy paints a raw, unfiltered picture of how a simple injury, combined with substance use, can quickly become deadly. This case serves as a sobering reminder of the fragility of life, even for those who seem larger than life on screen. Marilyn Monroe, one of Hollywood's most iconic figures, was found dead in her Brentwood home on August 5, 1962. She was 36. The official autopsy, conducted by Deputy Coroner Dr. Thomas Noguchi, concluded that Monroe died from acute barbiturate poisoning, specifically a lethal overdose of Nembutal, pentobarbital, and chloral hydrate. The toxicology report revealed staggering amounts, 8 mg% of Nembutal in her blood and 13 mg% in her liver, both well above lethal thresholds. No pills were found in her stomach, suggesting the drugs were ingested over time or possibly administered in a different form, like enema or injection, fueling decades of speculation. The death was officially ruled a probable suicide due to the high dosage and absence of signs indicating accidental ingestion. Monroe had a documented history of mental health struggles, depression, and previous overdoses. She was also entangled in personal and professional turmoil, including rumored affairs with President John F. Kennedy and his brother Robert. Despite the ruling, conspiracy theories persist, ranging from political cover-ups to murder. However, the autopsy and investigative reports support the conclusion that Monroe's death was a tragic and intentional overdose, a haunting end to the life of a woman adored by millions but privately consumed by despair. Lucille Ball, the beloved star of I Love Lucy, died on April 26, 1989, at age 77. While she had undergone emergency heart surgery to repair an aortic aneurysm, her sudden death shocked the public. The autopsy revealed that the true cause of death was an acute rupture of the abdominal aorta, a condition known as aortic dissection. This rare and life-threatening condition involves a tear in the inner layer of the aorta, allowing blood to flow between layers of the arterial wall. More alarmingly, the autopsy noted the presence of cystic medial necrosis, a degenerative disease of the aortic wall often associated with connective tissue disorders. This led to a complete collapse of the vessel wall, making recovery virtually impossible even with surgery. Ball had survived the initial heart procedure, but the underlying vascular weakness went undetected until it was too late. Though her passing was officially classified as natural, the medical findings were grim and tragic. Behind the icon's comedic legacy was a hidden and deadly condition that claimed her life in a matter of minutes. The autopsy painted a stark contrast to the bright, energetic personality the world knew and loved. Natalie Wood, the acclaimed actress known for West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause, died tragically on November 29, 1981, at age 43. She was found drowned off the coast of Catalina Island after an evening aboard the yacht Splendor with her husband, actor Robert Wagner, and friend Christopher Walken. Initially ruled an accidental drowning, her death has remained one of Hollywood's most enduring mysteries. The autopsy report revealed that Wood had a blood alcohol content of 0.14, along with the presence of a motion sickness pill and painkiller. More disturbing were the multiple bruises found on her body, specifically on her arms, legs, and face, as well as a superficial abrasion on her cheek. These injuries raised questions about whether she sustained trauma before entering the water. In 2011, the Los Angeles County coroner reclassified her cause of death to drowning and other undetermined factors, citing the unexplained bruising and conflicting witness statements. Wagner was later named a person of interest, though no charges were filed. The autopsy cast doubt on the original ruling and reopened speculation about whether Wood's death was a tragic accident, or something far more sinister that remains unresolved to this day. Michael Jackson, the King of Pop, died on June 25, 2009, at age 50. His sudden death shocked the world, and the autopsy revealed a deeply disturbing picture behind the scenes of his fame. The official cause was acute propofol intoxication, with benzodiazepines like lorazepam and diazepam also contributing. Propofol is a powerful anesthetic typically used in surgery, not meant for home use or long-term sleep aid. Jackson was reportedly using it nightly under the care of his personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, who was later convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Beyond the toxicology, the physical findings were jarring. Jackson was described as underweight, with numerous injection sites on his arms, indicating frequent medical treatments. His scalp had sparse natural hair, mostly hidden under a wig, and his skin showed the patchy depigmentation consistent with vitiligo. Autopsy notes confirmed the presence of cosmetic tattoos, including his eyebrows, scalp line, and lips, used to maintain his public image. The autopsy painted a portrait of a man whose health and appearance had been meticulously managed, often artificially, while his body suffered from the physical toll of insomnia, stress, and dependence on powerful medications, tragically hidden beneath his iconic public persona. John Belushi, a beloved comedian and original Saturday Night Live cast member, died tragically on March 5, 1982, at the age of 33. Known for his wild, energetic performances and hard-living lifestyle, Belushi's death shocked fans around the world. He was found dead at the Chateau Marmont Hotel in Los Angeles. The official autopsy revealed that he died from acute intoxication caused by a speedball, a dangerous mix of heroin and cocaine injected simultaneously. Toxicology tests confirmed high levels of both substances in his system. The autopsy also noted needle marks on his arms, consistent with intravenous drug use. Kathy Smith, a friend and occasional drug supplier, later admitted to administering the fatal injection. She was charged with involuntary manslaughter and served 15 months in prison. Belushi's death was a grim reminder of the dangers of substance abuse, especially among celebrities. Though his comedic legacy endures through films like Animal House and The Blues Brothers, his passing became a cautionary tale about fame, excess, and addiction. The autopsy's findings exposed the harsh reality behind the laughter, revealing a man struggling with demons that fame and fortune could not silence. Heath Ledger, the Australian actor renowned for his intense performances, tragically died on January 22, 2008, at just 28 years old. While not from the Hollywood Golden Age, Ledger is often considered a timeless talent whose work, especially in Brokeback Mountain and The Dark Knight, left a lasting legacy. His sudden death in his New York apartment shocked fans and the film industry alike. The official autopsy and toxicology report revealed he died from an accidental overdose of prescription medications. Specifically, the medical examiner found a lethal combination of 6 different drugs in his system, including the opioids oxycodone and hydrocodone, the benzodiazepines diazepam, temazepam, and alprazolam, and the antihistamine doxylamine. The combination caused respiratory failure as his central nervous system was heavily depressed. Ledger had been struggling with insomnia and anxiety, often discussing his sleep troubles in interviews. He was reportedly prescribed the medications legally but may have unknowingly taken a dangerous mix. The autopsy concluded there was no evidence of intentional overdose, his death was ruled accidental. Heath Ledger's passing sparked public conversation about the risks of prescription drug interactions and highlighted how even rising stars with immense talent are vulnerable to unseen struggles. Elvis Presley, the iconic King of Rock and Roll, died on August 16, 1977, at his Graceland mansion in Memphis, Tennessee. He was 42 years old. His sudden death shocked millions of fans around the world. Initially reported as a heart attack, the official autopsy and toxicology report revealed a more complex and troubling picture. Presley had a long history of prescription drug use, and the coroner found high levels of multiple substances in his system, including codeine, Demerol, Dilaudid, Percodan, and Quaaludes. These powerful drugs, used for pain, anxiety, and sleep, had been prescribed by several doctors. His body showed signs of chronic constipation, a serious side effect of opioid use, which experts believe contributed to cardiac arrhythmia, the immediate cause of death. The autopsy noted that Elvis was severely overweight and suffered from multiple health conditions, including an enlarged heart, liver damage, and high blood pressure. While the official cause was a heart-related event, the contributing factor of long-term prescription drug abuse could not be ignored. Elvis's death became one of the most public examples of the dangers of polypharmacy, taking many medications simultaneously. His legacy remains legendary, but his tragic end stands as a cautionary tale about fame, addiction, and unchecked medical practices. Ramon Novarro, a leading star of the silent film era and best known for his role in the 1925 epic Ben-Hur, met a gruesome and tragic end on October 30, 1968, at the age of 69. Once hailed as a romantic idol of the golden age of Hollywood, Novarro lived a private life away from the spotlight in his later years. His murder shocked the entertainment world with its brutality. According to the official autopsy report, Novarro died from asphyxiation due to aspiration of blood following severe facial injuries. He was found in his Los Angeles home with extensive trauma to his face and mouth. Investigators determined that he had been brutally beaten, his nose was broken, his teeth were shattered, and he had sustained multiple blows with a blunt object. The perpetrators were two brothers, Paul and Tom Ferguson, whom Novarro had reportedly hired through a male escort service. Believing Novarro had a large sum of money hidden in his house, they tortured him to reveal its location. The money never existed. Novarro's violent death cast a long shadow over his legacy and exposed the dangers faced by closeted actors in an intolerant era. His autopsy remains one of the most disturbing among classic Hollywood stars. River Phoenix, a promising young actor and musician, tragically died on October 31, 1993, at just 23 years old. Known for his raw talent in films like Stand By Me and My Own Private Idaho, Phoenix's sudden death outside the Viper Room nightclub in Los Angeles stunned fans and the entertainment community. The official autopsy revealed that Phoenix died from acute multiple drug ingestion. Toxicology tests found lethal amounts of cocaine, morphine, diazepam, Valium, marijuana, and ephedrine in his system. The combination of these substances caused a fatal heart arrhythmia, meaning his heart rhythm became dangerously irregular, leading to sudden cardiac arrest. Witnesses reported Phoenix collapsing on the sidewalk, struggling to breathe, and convulsing before emergency responders arrived. The drugs he ingested, stimulants, depressants, and narcotics, worked together to overwhelm his body, especially his heart and respiratory system. Phoenix's death highlighted the tragic dangers of polydrug use, particularly among young people in Hollywood's party scene. His passing remains a cautionary tale about the risks of mixing powerful substances, even for someone as gifted and beloved as River Phoenix. Despite his brief life, his legacy endures as a talented artist cut down far too soon. Tennessee Williams, one of America's greatest playwrights, died on February 25, 1983, in New York City at the age of 71. His death was as unexpected as it was tragic. Known for iconic works like A Streetcar Named Desire and The Glass Menagerie, Williams struggled with addiction and depression throughout his life, but his passing was caused by an unusual and accidental circumstance. The official autopsy revealed that Williams choked to death after swallowing a plastic medication bottle cap. It is believed that while taking medication, he accidentally inhaled the cap, which became lodged in his throat, blocking his airway. This led to asphyxiation, cutting off oxygen to his lungs and resulting in his sudden death. The incident was both bizarre and heartbreaking, highlighting how even a small, overlooked accident can have fatal consequences. Despite surviving decades of personal battles, including struggles with substance abuse and mental health, Tennessee Williams' life was ultimately ended by this tragic accident. His death served as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of fate. Williams left behind a rich legacy of influential plays that continue to be celebrated and studied around the world.